Hey everybody, the girls and I have been working to teach some friends to knit, and we realized that a lot of people struggle with casting on. So we decided that we would make a video demonstrating 4 different methods on how to cast on. Our hope is that people can use this to help them learn. I'm going to show you my favorite method, we're going to show you the girls' favorite method, and then we're going to show you a couple different ones. So to start with any cast on method, you're going to want to take your yarn and make a slip knot. I'm going to go ahead and use some bigger needles and some light yarn. Hopefully you can actually see better that way. So to make a slip knot, you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers. You're going to take your yarn and put it through and then pull it down. Easy slip knot. Okay? Now for this first method, you're going to take your needle and put front to back. Then you're going to take your yarn, wrap it around, and the tricky part is you're going to pull this needle back through, catching the loop you just made, pull it out, twist it, and slip it back on. It sounds like a lot of steps, but it's not. The next step you're actually going to put between the 2 stitches that you've made, wrap it around, hook it, pull it through, twist it, and put it on. Okay? You're going to do that over and over. All right, I'll show you again. Through in between both, wrap it around, pull it through, twist it, and slip it back on. Okay. Now the thing that I like about this method is that your stitches are very consistent and the edge of your project will look much nicer than a lot of the other methods. So your stitch is very consistent and the project looks really good. All right, now we'll go ahead and show you the second method. In this particular one, we're going to take your things and go front to back. You're going to wrap your needle, pull it through, wrap it around, and slip it in. Okay? Then you're going to go front to back, just like this, wrap it around, pull it through, and put it on. Okay, again, front to back, wrap it around, pull it through. Okay, and you're just going to do that over and over. Now this one isn't quite as consistent, and it doesn't make quite as thick of a border as the other one. I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, not quite as nice of a border, but it's still a nice one. It's a good method. It's, I think, basically you're just knitting your cast on. All right. Now this next one I'm going to show you is not my preferred method. I don't use it. I don't recommend you use it unless you're really struggling to learn how to cast on and you're new. It's okay. We also teach it sometimes to young kids, but it's not very consistent and the edge of your project won't look very nice. At least not as nice as some of the others. But it is really easy, so I don't want you to get so frustrated casting on that you just quit knitting. So if you're struggling with it, just do this one until you can learn another method. So on this, you're just going to take your yarn, you're going to twist it and make a loop, and you're going to put it on. Okay, and then you're going to twist, make a loop, put it on, and pull this down. You can also just twist this way, hook it on, pull it down. Twist this way, hook it on, pull it down. Okay, now, as I said, this one isn't going to be super consistent, and your edges aren't going to look quite as nice. It's just a little messy, and that's okay if you're just getting started. Like I say, go ahead and use this one if you have to, but certainly try and learn the others and practice those until you get them down really well. Okay, so the last method that we're going to show you, Chloe's going to come in and show you because it is called the long tail, and I am not able to do it. I've tried it before and I just don't get it. So she's going to demo that for you. It's actually the method that the 2 girls, Zoe and Chloe, like to use the most. So I'm going to let her come over here and demo it. The one thing I will say is when you're trying to figure out how many stitches to cast on with this one, typically what I know people do is they'll take 2 needles and wrap this around for how many stitches they need. So if you want 13, you wrap it 13 times and it should make your tail long enough. I don't really know that for certain because again, I don't use this method. We're gonna have Chloe slip in here. This and the first method I showed you are the two most common types that you'll probably run into. Come on in, Chloe.
Okay, you're only gonna need one needle for this. Okay, so you're gonna take your yarn. You're gonna put it on like this. This side, you're gonna put in between these two fingers. And you're gonna twist it around your thumb. Go in, through here, not the way you came. You should have, on the first one you always should have two, but on the rest you should only have one.
Okay, and there you have it. That's the 4 different ways that we thought we'd show you how to cast on. We will try and do some other videos sometime with other tips and things, but thanks for watching and hopefully you find that this helps. Bye!